when it comes to getting it right for 2023 election, to every mini Nigerians that has experienced the average hunger of Nigerian, to every Nigerian that has experienced the average standard of living or suffering, to every Nigerian that has experienced the increase in dollar and the privations of life and quality of life has reduced, to every Nigerian that has experienced retardation in terms of progress. What that means is the educational standard, there is retardation, the economical sector, there is retardation. In fact, literally every sector in this country has a problem right now. Right? To every Nigerian that has been affected directly or indirectly, will project good governance. We project a government that will come and change the terrain. We are not looking for a saint. We are not talking about someone that will change everything overnight. It's almost impossible to do that. Consider the fact that in parastatal there are sectors, there are individuals to do these things. But we need someone that is capable, competent, and have the sovereignty of leadership. Your ability to care for people and listen to people's advice and make Nigeria work. Because we are at a stage of not just crumbling, but a stage where sometimes it seems Oduduwa should go, Igbo should go, Hausa should go, and everybody independently operate. But we are a country of federations where we need to stay together. So why 2023 is important to have good leadership is the fact that we are at the bridge of so many things going wrong. You know what it means by the bridge? If we don't get it right, it's more like we are going to go back. Dollar right now is the highest point, because Nigerian naira now is as useless as anything. You know why? Because the economy is bad, and not just the economy. Imagine in a country where the state capital, as of yesterday, a POS attendant was being kidnapped in Abuja. Right? Before a good citizen is raising an uproar, shouting before the people, they were intercepted, they were blocked, and those people were even apprehended. Are you telling me there are no security personnel to manage stuffs? So when it comes to leadership, let's remove sentiment, let's remove emotions, let's remove religion, let's remove so many other things that somehow are very sentimental or quite emotional. We need to get it right, irrespective of who is coming. If you look at the 3 presidential candidates we have, I will not talk anyone down right now, but naturally, some party have been unfair for putting up a certain candidate. It's not just because of the fact that a party wants to win election. If you are pushing for winning election, instead of having a good governance, you don't have the interest of the country at heart. Because that is what some of the parties doing. They put out some candidates, they put out some running mates because they want to win election, and they feel since it's a competition and it's politics, they want to just hold the power. Even the country will crumble. They should just be in charge of the power. Man, it will not work, because the new Electoral Act stated clearly, and it's very, very expedient that all Nigerians should know the importance of coming out to vote. Every elections you vote will be counted, and the elections will be transmitted right at the polling unit. So come out and vote your best candidate. I won't give you a best candidate, because this is more like a live broadcast. So I wouldn't want to choose. I know who I will vote for, definitely, right? But we need to get leadership right, not just leadership. The idea of politics and politicking will not take us anywhere. There are all strategies to get someone in power, but Nigeria itself, not just lead the leadership, we need someone that will have a good structure and system to keep the governance running, and another person to continue from there, because we need like 16 years to even gain certain balance, except we just want Nigeria to go and everybody to just jackpot and find their way.
For me, my opinion is that if our former President Olusegun Obasanjo knows the good leaders, let him bring them out so that we'll select them. Because we the masses right now, we can't know this is exactly the person we are going to vote directly.
That is a very true statement, that selecting wrong leaders would spell doom for this country. It is true. But that we must be able to ask a pertinent question. Has the vote of ordinary Nigerians counted so far for the past 15, 20 years ago? It has not up to date. There are people, special people in this country, according to Arishekola Alao of Muslim, what's it called in Oyo State. He said that time, before he died, that this country belonged to 8 families. 8. Underline 8 families. That whatever anybody say, whatever they do, if it is not in consonance with these 8 families, it is 0. They shoot leaders. They do so many things here. So our votes are not counting. So what if everybody goes out now to even vote, if it does not conform with the interests of the owners of Nigeria in quotes, nothing will happen.
They know where the fault is coming from. They know where to put hand, you understand? They know where to say this to stop, and they know where to say this to go on, you understand? Because everything started from their hand directly. So they know where to stop it and they know where to end it directly. The corruption in Nigeria started for a quite long time ago. Maybe since most of them were born. For you to stop corruption in Nigeria is very hard now. Are you getting me? So even the leaders that they are being on right now, they know where the problem is coming on. They have the right to stop it, and they're not doing it. Are you getting me? So my brother, we are those poor masses on the streets trying to get our daily bread. We don't have any say. Today they say let us do voters card. We're trying to do it, you understand? When you have your voter card, you vote safe at the end of the day, within the twinkling of an eye, they can change everything overnight. So we have no power. They are the one having the leaders and everything.
No. We should not be taken by all those things. You see, we have been having them times before now. Government have been providing, INEC have been providing enabling environment for voters in this country to vote. But look at the result. The last election that brought Buhari back to power the second time. What do you think of it? Me as a person, it doesn't win that election. It was Atiku that won that election, that won the election. So I'm still on that notion that our votes will not count, not in this generation. Not in this generation.
We can easily vote, but for them, when they bid on their caucus, they can pick anybody they want. It's okay, Mr. Man, step down for this man, allow this man to go. And why that is not the person you vote?
Actually, what he is saying is right, because he don't want us to go back the way we are before. He wants us to move forward. You know, he's an elderly man. What he see at the front, we might not see it. We are just seeing the physical thing around us, but what he's trying to tell us that for his point that he make a mistake to pick someone to be his vice president, he don't want us to pick, he don't want us to make the same mistake about that. So what we need to do is that we need someone that, you know, at least is a average that can be able to calculate well, that can push the nation forward so that we can have a better future. So I believe what he's saying is right, and we need to do the right thing so that we can have our own. Because look at what is going on all over everywhere now. Look at dollar now, 710 naira, something of 100 naira. Can you just imagine what is going on? And those people, they are not even saying anything about it. If you watch some of their children now, they don't even spend naira. They spend, you know, they use dollars. But look at me and you now, we are the poor. We are even struggling to have that naira to spend. But how can you be a citizen of this Nigeria? You are not using your own currency to spend. You are spending another currency. That's corruption. Look at someone that is trying to be a president. He's going to the airport. He roll his luggage by himself. Then look at the others that I'm seeing, which they are not yet president. Look at what they are doing. You will see escort from here down to AYE. Just for what? You are not yet president, but look at what you are saying. What if you become president? I mean, you block everywhere. Once say you recruit 50 million youth, you eat corn. Just imagine what your children is not eating. You want to give other people to eat, which is very bad. You understand? They have the money already. What are they looking for again? If we should think about it as a youth, as all those men, their ages, you know, Atiku is up to about 70 something or 75. Ahmed Bola Tinubu is, you know, 85 years or 80 something years. Look at Obi, is 65 years, Abi 64 years. That's a young man also. At least that one can at least for 8 years for that man to, you know, climb like 70. We have gone far.
I wanted to address that statement in particularly, the former president, Dr. Obasanjo, with what he said. You know, he's an elderly man and thinks he has ruled this country which is held 3 times as a military head of state and as a president of Federal Republic of Nigeria for a good 8 years. So at times what children may not see, elderly one might have seen it ahead. And with such statement, to me, I believe it might have foreseen some things which is trying to give a culture, which that understanding could be limited within the headship, you understand, and the tribal leadership and headship among them, maybe political cabals, because they knew what is going on under, of which people like us may not know what is going on aspect, you understand. And if such him, now presently is the past chairman, is the chairman of past president of around the whole world. So he traveled around the whole world. So definitely is highly exposed, you understand, and connected. So to me in person, if his statement can be on that Nigeria can be crumbled, that is to your tent to Israel, that Nigeria can be divided, that anything can happen, then I think they should call his audience to address the matter very, very well. How does he want the matter to be? What is he trying to secure, or what is he trying to cure? Or what, how does the country, I mean the coming 2023 should have been, you understand? So if he can be able to bring light over the matter, then that will be better.
This is the first time as a general that has spoken well by saying if you don't get it right, it's going to cause more. But first of all, I want to make this clear that they are the people that started spoiling this country. They put us in this predicament that we are today. So, but my happiness is that he's having a reverse of mind, talking of getting it right, despite his position on other things. Yes, we should get it right this time around, because the masses, when you look at it, you see the masses are really suffering. You're coming to be the president, you're coming to rule the country, and your people are there languishing in whom are you governing? So I believe Nigerians are all eyes open, see what is happening. If they fail, not them, it's we. The power, everything is in our hand to get it right. If we fail to get it right, then I don't know in the next dispensation where we're going to be. That is just the truth. He has spoken as a statesman, but him should also do one of the 2 necessary things he ought to do as a statesman. You understand? The way make a speaker for pidgin, when snake they enter that hole, make them from that place come out, because they are the power making, they are the power brokers in this country. They know what to do good and make it right. I am telling you, right from the day one, our voters don't be counting because they sit in their bedroom and take a show who is going to rule. So why are they coming to tell us this?
He's talking about, you know, I'm sure there should be a Messiah in every time. You know, that said, within themselves, they know what is going on. You understand? You know, at times we voted somebody that this is what we wanted to get there. Yeah. At times we discover that another person, they will put it there. Yeah. So it matter, you know, he knows how it happens. So he matter be trying to see that until the right person gets to be enthroned as a president of Federal Republic of Nigeria, maybe as a savior, which they themselves knew within themselves, that until that time, there may be no solution to what we are facing. For example, look at the government of Dr. Jonathan Goodluck Ebele in his time. Look at bread, common bread, 30 naira, 40 naira, 50 naira bread. Then bread is now 200, 250 naira, or 50 naira then. What we bought 50 naira in his government, we are buying it because of changing of rate, 200 naira. You understand? So, and when most of us voted Jonathan out, you understand, that we want Buhari. I'm not against Buhari. He's an elderly person. He's a military man. You understand? But what I'm saying is that when an elder says something or foresees something, what he might have said, what he might have foreseen, the young one might have not been able to capture it. You understand? So he should be able to know the depth of what he was talking about, that Nigeria can crumble at any time. If the right leadership, if the right of a man does not give in to him, you understand, to take a better place of seat of power or to be a president of a country. So it could be to your tent or Israel.